build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Moore to the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say?
Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Bellamy. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah,
You ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. He's in open space downfield. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds us back in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
From the gun. looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Lewis wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Football 7. Football 7. Here we go.
Moore will throw. Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften it up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position. safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
But when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Buffaloes getting set on first and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking for space. It's Bellamy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Lewis to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Colorado! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Handoff to the lone back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going over the top. Pulls it in down the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Extending the play. Looking for the score. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Now on the move. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Man, and it was the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Buffaloes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll toss it to the left. Runs through a tackle. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Rice, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wideout. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Looking deep. Got it in the middle. It's Bellamy. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quickly out from the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Quick release on the RPO. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lewis wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a three-spot on the board. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Toss to the outside. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
On the option. He'll do it himself. The give on the option. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
The sure hands. It's Jackson. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
The Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got a man. It's Davison. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Just keep slinging it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give to the fullback. Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Webster. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Quick step and go. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team.
Touchdown, Bucs! And they take it in for 6 more points. offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking for his man in the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Lewis to throw. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The screen, he can go. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Gibson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him,
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Motion from the back to give to the big fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Lewis wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback keeps it. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. The big fullback's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Yeah, and it's one thing to get stopped on 3rd and short, but it's another thing to go out of bounds. I mean, you got to know better as a running back. Like, the clock is my friend. I want to make sure that I stay in bounds. Nice job by the defense. They did their job, but I got to know better. Stick my foot in the ground, get physical, and keep that clock ticking.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback adapting. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established.
But there he goes! Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Moore will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll go to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw it. Under fire. And the sack. All the way back at the 5.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Steps away. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, they're after him! And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Moore to the air. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
Nah, I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Gibson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock still running, headed toward a minute and a half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lewis to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown in the waning moments, and we're a deuce away from the tie.
Are you kidding me? And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the two-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your two-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Sends it back in motion. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Sprinting to the line and try to get this one off. Clock's running.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. With the catch, it's Lockett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Moore will throw. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point of the game, with this field position, with only a few ticks left on the clock, I think the safe move, obviously, punt the ball away, trust your defense, get it to OT, and go try to win it there.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. On the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Incomplete. Offense facing fourth down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll send out the kicker here. This for the lead and very likely the win. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker, and he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it,